This afternoon on the Noon News, we're taking an in-depth look at the issue of Xanax abuse. Joining me now on the News at Noon is Dr. Richard Ries. You are the director of the Addictions Division at UW Medicine and Harborview Medical Center. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Glad to be
Dr.
here.
Ries, why is it you think we're hearing more about the issue of Xanax abuse? Teenagers, adults as well, but teenagers and college-age students, what is going on?
Well, the Xanax abuse situation is part of the prescription drug epidemic, which has started in the 90s. And everybody knows about the opioid overdose epidemic, and that's related to the overprescription of painkillers, opiates, in the 90s and early 2000s. And on the coattail of those medications, those pills, came Xanax, often prescribed to people at the same time. Now, opioids are much more lethal in themselves,
right?
But alprazolam, Xanax, which is a drug like Valium, most people know about Valium. Alprazolam is a shorter-acting version of that, a little more psychoactive, and that often got prescribed along with the opiates. As the opiates have started to go down and been seen as more dangerous,
right?
Kids and adults are turning to Xanax and using that often along with other drugs, whether it's marijuana or whether it's alcohol. And the danger of it is that added to alcohol or added to opiates, it can cause an overdose.
So tell me why a teenager, college-age person would start using this in the first place. We do have some information on this. Where do they get it? Why do they start using it? If we want to look at that information that we have right here, how do they get it?
Well, because there was an overprescription of both benzodiazepines, it went up by 300% over the last 25 years. There's a lot of it kicking around in medication cabinets,
yeah,
medicine cabinets and drawers, etc. People might have been prescribed and said, hey, this makes me too tired, I'm going to put it in the drawer, save it for a rainy day. And so kids get into the pills. Drug use in teenagers and college often go by fads. So if you get, it sort of gets known that, hey, you can take a couple of Xanax and have a couple of drinks, and it's like you just drank a fifth. You're going to get really very intoxicated and euphoric. The step down from opiates means often as opiates have been cut down, the benzos are still around. It amplifies the alcohol reaction, as I said.
And real quick, just in our last few seconds here, this can be dangerous. For parents who are watching out there, even college students themselves, real quickly if you could, how can that be dangerous, Xanax, if people think it's safer at a party, let's say?
Yeah. Well, if you mix Xanax with other drugs or you take too much of it, what you're going to get is very intoxicated. You can fall asleep driving. You can fall down stairs. If you take it with other pills, you may not know what those other pills your friend is giving you. If you take both opiates and benzos together, that's a lethal combination. The majority of opiate-related deaths, overdose, have benzodiazepines on board too.
Interesting. Okay. Dr. Richard Ries from UW Medicine and Harborview, thank you for joining us today. And more information I have on my Facebook page right now, so go there for a little more information. Thank you for being here.